If I press this, did it start recording?
Oh, I pressed already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Did I just stop it?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is the background story of how the business started?
Ours is different because it is a franchise.
Mhm.
But the goal of the franchise, the people who invented the Joint Chiropractic, their
Mhm.
goal was to make it affordable and convenient compared
Mm.
to your traditional rehab clinics.
Ah.
So what they worked out as a system, it's more like a membership,
Mhm.
kind of like a gym. You get a little key card and you either get like a monthly plan or you can buy like a lump sum of adjustments. There is a daily cost if you don't want to be on any plan. So what we found is our cost is less than your copay, and depending on your goals, we set up a membership or a plan based on that. Most people on average come once a week. We don't do any scheduling or calendars. It's a walk-in clinic. So Monday through Friday, we're open 10 to 7 and Saturday 10 to 4. So we're open at nights and weekends, and it just gives you control of your treatment, which is pretty cool. I used to own my own private clinics. I love treating patients. I love just people in general. I like talking. I like having fun with them. But me personally, after working in and owning my own private clinic, I was doing so much work on the documents, on the insurance, on talking to lawyers and the cases. Being with the patients was a very small fraction of what I was doing, and it made me burnt out and unhappy. So this gave me the opportunity to be myself again, to continue to give great care to my patients and make it more fun-filled environment where the patient's in control and they start learning how to take care of themselves on a wellness manner, and it's working out pretty well. So we started the end of October 2021.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's pretty early, recent.
Yeah, we just got to month 9.
Didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's going really well. We just signed all our paperwork last week. We're going to build another one in the next 3 months in Covington. Yep.
Wow, that's cool. Like, how long did you operate your own private business?
So I worked for about 5 years for other doctors, learning everything about rehab clinics, insurance, overhead, pretty much the business side of it. And then I ran my own private clinic for a little over 2 years. Yeah.
So you kind of got out early, right?
I had a lot of things that happened. I had a $500,000 fire to my clinic.
Oh.
Then as we were getting that cleaned up, my entire staff got COVID.
Oh, no.
And then a couple weeks after we got back to that, Hurricane Ida destroyed our building that was getting repaired and also destroyed the building that I was renting.
Oh, no.
A couple months before that, I had been asked by my business partner if I wanted to invest and be kind of like the health director. So I was already kind of involved, but we needed another doctor, and I just figured it was signs to get out from that. I wasn't happy anymore. I wanted to start fresh, and this gave me that opportunity.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
How would you describe to the people who never been here, like the service? I've seen videos though. I've seen, like the cracking noises.
Right. So the easiest way to explain it is your central nervous system controls everything in your body, from looking, smelling, tasting, headache, pain, strength, the organs. Every single thing is controlled by the central nervous system. Due to life, work, motherhood, being a dad, whatever, it puts tension on the nerves. So a chiropractor's job is to take the tension off of the nerves so that they can work at 100%. So the noises that you hear is actually gas in between joints that are very fixated or stuck, and the doctor removes the tension, and that's why you hear the big pops or cracks or whatever you want to call them. That's one part of it. I think the biggest thing that everybody comes in here looking for is they want to get out of pain. What most people don't know is pain is the first thing to come and the first thing to go. So what I do is a 3-step system. Number 1, get you out of pain. Number 2, figure out where the pain came from and why it keeps coming back. And then number 3, teach you how to keep the pain away. As long as you're functioning at 100% with no pain, that's the goal, not just to get rid of pain.
Right. Yeah, I've seen videos where the good chiropractic and the bad one, and it basically described like the good one helps you to get the reason out of the way.
Right.
But instead the bad one just, wants to make money.
That's
so
right.
They
So they
just,
keep you coming back. Yeah, that's another reason why I got out of it. The private clinic, because a lot of it was you wanted to keep your patient there for so long to maximize their care. And I don't believe in that.
Yeah.
If you get someone better and you truly care about them and you get them doing the things that they haven't been able to do, next time they're in pain or the next time one of their friends is in pain, they're going to come here.
Right.
And that's what I truly believe. I'm not in this to make $1 million. I'm in it to help as many people as I possibly can. That's how I've always been. I love doing it. I love helping people. I think it's kind of cool. It's like a blessing to me that people come here and people spread our business and my name around because they do get better. That'll always have more value to me than money will.
That's a good mindset.
Yeah, it's just who I am. Yeah.
What kind of age range does people come, like the customers' age range? I feel like a lot of mid-age or old people will come instead of young people like us,
So that's actually changing now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. To answer your question at first, the number one consumer of anything in America are middle-aged women. That's just a fact. From retail to service industry to just kind of how our society was brought up. It is mixing now. It used to be kind of middle-aged, like you said, to older people. But now there's a huge youth movement coming through where chiropractic as a whole is much more available, much more affordable, and young people are now taking care of themselves more than my generation and the generation above. So although I would still say the average patient here is between 35 and 55, I take care of newborns.
Oh, really?
Yep. I take care of young cheerleaders, gymnastics girls, high school sports, kids in college. So that number is growing. The youth of America is much more in tune with their well-being than we were, because we were just taught to work, not to care how you felt.
Yeah. I play instruments, and it's really painful on my shoulders and neck and like just arms in general.
Right.
Are there lots of musicians or sports players come here?
It's a combination of everything. So you have to think, let's just take you, for example, what instrument do you play?
Piano, violin, and guitar. But violin is the most painful instrument.
Right.
Because you like tilt.
Exactly. So you're in a fixed position, shoulders are rolled, head's usually tucked down, arms are bent. Well, just stand like that for a day and see how you would feel. So the goal is you have to do everything to get it back. Think of a teacher that's sitting down, thinking of somebody on a computer that's always doing that. Doesn't matter the action. If you keep doing it over and over and over and over, it'll get worse and worse and worse.
Yeah, my posture is bad too.
So the goal is to do the opposite. If your head's down all day, we would adjust you and teach you how to do the neck stretches to get your neck back over your shoulders, get your shoulders pinned back. We live in a flexion-based society where we all are head down in our phones, head down in our books, head down on the computer. My head's down adjusting patients. So what I teach everybody and what all the research shows is if you do that over and over and over, what are you doing the other way? Because if not, you're going to cause a problem. So that's kind of the thing on the teaching aspect of what we teach our patients, how to take care of yourself every day by looking at how do you sit, how do you sleep, what do you do during work, when do all these things bother you the most, and how can we get them not to so you can keep playing.
I think I need one too.
You probably do.
I like right now it hurts too, like how when I practice guitar these days my head's down and I look at the fretboards and like it hurts a lot. And I think everybody needs at some point in their life, at some stage, even if they're young or old, no matter what their age is, just that there's a point in life that you're gonna have pain and you always need help.
Absolutely.
How do you promote the business? Like, I guess it's a franchise, so the franchise does it for you, I guess?
No.
No, or
No.
do you? Because every franchise has different systems.
Right. So we do it a couple different ways. The franchise pretty much promotes the franchise. What we do is there's a couple of us. I promote on it. I post the weekly schedule, any topic that I'm doing on my own page. I also post on there. And then we also have an advertisement group that helps with the different demographics and the different businesses around, and they gear their promotion towards that. Wow. So I do all the like local live promoting, anything that's going to be done in this clinic, and then they do the other thing. Now at the same time, I have an Instagram and a Facebook just for me. You know, I still promote the same thing, but it's much more educational. Videos of what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, what's healthy, what's not, how can you help yourself at home. Right. Now we do what I call events. We go out in our community and I'll set up a booth or a table with our logos and everything, offer like 8 to 12 minutes soft tissue for anyone who wants to come learn about our clinic, and then show them what's wrong with them. And then if they want to come in, they're more than welcome to. I do lunch and learns, probably 1 or 2 a month for surrounding businesses. Right now I'm focused on dentistry, hair salons, and then after that I'm going to do vet clinics.
You're expanding.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to hit every business, but I'm trying to hit businesses that need it the most, and might not have enough time throughout the week, because most people are only used to rehab chiropractic clinics where you have to go 3 times a week and you're there for an hour, and then it's 3 months long and you got to pay all this money. Ours isn't like that. There's no appointment. You can come whenever you're free. You pick the day, you pick the time, just come in. Yeah. And then we can get patients in and out of here between 5 and 10 minutes. Yeah. So it's a lot quicker. It's a lot more convenient. And it's much more affordable than any other place. So it gives you the power. It gives you the ability to come financially, and it's not so time consuming. And that's why I love doing this. I think it's a great model, and I think you'll see a lot of other business do the same thing, just with it's quick, it's convenient.
How many employees are here to operate?
We have 2 full-time doctors, 1 full-time wellness coordinator, and then I have 2 part-time wellness coordinators. I would say what you would need to just keep it running steady, if I had 4 people, so 2 doctors and 2 wellness coordinators, that's all you would need to run it. Now, I like having extra people because, you know, you want to go on a vacation, you need a sick day, you're just getting tired and you need to take a couple day break. I like people to have that because then it rejuvenates you. And I've just learned that if you have to work all the time, you're going to get tired of it. So the goal here is happy, healthy, and energetic. And the only way you can do that is if you get breaks. Yeah.
You said you have multiple
locations.
Yeah. Do you think you're gonna have more?
Yes.
Locations?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it's really successful.
Yes. It is the fastest growing small business franchise in America.
Oh, really?
Since 2020.
Oh, wow.
So there's over 715 of them nationwide. Our group owns 5 of them. We're looking at buying more licensing in the future. We're just trying to make sure that we're not jumping ahead of ourselves.
Right.
So this one's doing very well. We're about to open another one in Covington, and then we have 3 in Arkansas. So my business partners manage and do everything in Arkansas, and then I do all the management and all the, you know, directing and everything here in Louisiana.
Wow.
And then we'll decide where we want to go after that.
You know, most business, I know this is a franchise, but most businesses they're hesitant of growing larger because it's risky or whatever that reason is, but they are just, you know, staying in a bubble and not getting out.
I think most people are afraid. I've never been like that. I've always been a risk taker. I've failed a lot, but it also got me to where I am today.
Right.
Because if you don't take a risk and you're not willing to risk it all, I can't be stuck in a bubble. Because then that to me, then you're already risking everything. Because if that doesn't perform, then what do you have? I've always had that mindset. Like I also own a catering company, and I used to own a construction company.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was tired. So we got rid of the construction company first. I just kind of stopped doing the private parties and catering. Not that I won't still do it, but I want to spend more time with my family, and I want to have more kids soon. It was taking up all of my time. So I'd rather have quality family time than having myself spread out with different things.
I think about opening certain businesses, but like I need to still go to college. What if I have a family and kids and so many factors?
Yeah.
But you still did it, so
Well, I would say I did it all because I loved it and I was good at it. Then it comes to a certain point, what's the value? Do I want to make way more money and never see my family? Or do I want to not make as much money and have so much time for my family? And to me, I'd rather hang out with my family. That's the most important thing in life for me is family and love. And, so I have a good balance here. I have tons of time with my family. I definitely work hard, so I still put in the time, but I live closer to home. My family comes in here if I'm working late. So I think they were good decisions.
Yeah, everybody has their own priorities.
Yeah.
Some people choose to gain success, but I've heard a lot of bad stories about family situations,
In my opinion, you have to pick one. I mean, yes, you can be successful and still have a great family life, but that's only if you know how to do it and only if everyone is on the same page. So I left my house when I was really young. I wanted to explore. I wanted to work. So I've always built businesses and sold them or built things and failed, traveled around. I did everything that I wanted to do in my young life, including school. I was signed to a record deal. I worked in restaurants. I worked in construction.
Oh, wow, so much varieties.
Well, yeah, because I didn't know what I really wanted to do.
Yeah.
I knew what I was good at, but I didn't know if that was going to make me happy or not. I actually never wanted to become a chiropractor. I wanted to be a surgeon.
Oh, really?
I was going into med school,
Yeah.
but I used to bodybuild, and I had extreme lower back pain.
Oh.
And I didn't want to take medicine anymore. So the surgical center that I was working at introduced me to a physical therapist. Physical therapist introduced me to a chiropractor.
Oh.
And within 2 months of chiropractic care, they got me out of 80% of pain that I had for 10 years.
10 years? Oh. Wow.
And it changed my life.
Wow.
And I was like, literally, I called my dad the next day. I said, I'm dropping out of med school. And he was like, haha, were you going to be a bum? I was like, no, I enrolled to chiropractic school.
Oh.
And he's like, why? I was like, because that's what I'm going to go do.
Oh.
And he's like, do what you want. It's your life. I was like, all right, cool. I'll leave in a month. And then that's what I did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. It's like a life-changing story.
It did change my life. I would still like to be a surgeon just because I always wanted to be. But I didn't like being in the hospitals. It all focused around death or disease.
That's true.
Or issues. Now, yes, this has to do with issues, but it's on a different scale. I'm not seeing people die. I'm helping them feel better. I'm not stuck in a surgery room all day while my patient is, under anesthesia. They're talking with me. They're laughing with me. They're getting better with me. I can watch their progress. They can email me, message me.
Yeah.
If they ever have a question, they can bring their family in. It's just much more beneficial. I like having that connection with them. So, yeah.
So there were more pros.
Absolutely.
Are there any regular customers that come over? I know it's a subscription sometimes, but are there any customers so far that comes long term?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, I've had patients follow me around from clinic to clinic for about 5 years.
Really? Oh, wow.
They won't see anybody else. Like this week, they're mad at me because I'm not treating patients this week.
Oh,
I'm just doing marketing and interviews and going to different businesses and trying to do a lot of networking. So the only day I'm actually adjusting is Friday. So I'm sure we're going to be slammed on Friday, but they let me know. They're not happy this week. Will you text me if you're in the office? Please.
Please.
Yeah.